There's no such thing as sight reading. And drilling algorithms and rote memorization is not the same thing as learning. Teaching algorithms and rote memorization is not the same thing as education. Algorithms were specifically designed so that people who don't understand the problem can still get the answer right. An algorithm is a recipe. Recipes were created by people who know how to cook so that people who don't know how to cook can still eat. So that people who don't know how to cook can take up some of the kitchen duties. It's the person that created the recipe that knows how to cook, not the person following the recipe. If I were a chef working alone, I would be limited in my productivity. But if I create a recipe, I can get 50 other people doing the work for me. And those people don't even have to know what it is they're trying to make. I could have them, I don't have to include the ingredients. I could say take ingredient A, combine it with ingredient B, mix that around, add ingredient C, cook it for this number of minutes, and I could have these people doing the work for me. I don't even know what they're trying to make. And then there's no danger of those people standing alone and competing with me in the future because they're always beholden to me because I'm the one providing the instructions. So I get to keep all the money. I increase my productivity, right? And I got all these guys doing the work for me. This morning, I asked my daughter, she's in the 7th grade, what's a negative times a positive? She immediately said, it's a negative. I said, good. Why is it a negative? No idea. She said, I don't know. That's just what they taught me. So, well, if they had told you that a negative times a positive equals a positive, would you have believed it? She said, yeah. I'm just putting down the answer they told me to put. All my students know order of operations. They all know PEMDAS. They have no idea how it works, why it works, when it works, if it works. They don't know if that's really the answer. They just know they were told it was. They don't actually understand the math. Now, there's an upside to the algorithm. For a large portion of human history, most people had no marketable skills. They just starved to death. You had a very small group of people actually understood how to do things, right? And everybody else just, were in poverty. And so the creation of the algorithm has pulled people out of poverty and allowed lots of people through history to be productive and to be successful and feed themselves when they otherwise would not have been. So for most daily tasks, an algorithmic understanding of the skill is enough. If you're trying to change the tire on your car, you're not trying to create a new car or build a car company. You just want to fix the flat so you can get home. If you're making a grilled cheese sandwich, the recipe is going to do it for you. You don't need to understand the grilled cheese sandwich. You don't need to understand how the butter interacts with the bread and the melting point of the cheese. You just want to have lunch. But for the things that are important to you, if you ever want to do these things, music included, on your own, you're going to need a much more conceptual understanding of the skill. Otherwise, as long as you're following the instructions of others, you're always a slave to the person providing the instructions, and you'll never be able to perform the skill on your own. My name is Mark Dooley. I've been a private music teacher for 36 years, focused on practical theory and music literacy. If you'd like to hear more, follow me. If you'd like lessons, contact me. If you can learn how to read words, you can learn how to read music.